Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Chika Ramayuni. My student's number A1B2-16015. The Honorable, my first supervisor, Bapak Dr. RD M. Ali SPD MPD, and my second supervisor, Ibu Bunga Yulandari SPD MEAL PhD, and the Honorable, my examiners. My first examiners, Ibu Dr. Reli Handayani DRS SMPD, and my second examiners, Ibu Delita Sartika SS MA PhD. In this occasion, I would like to thank the opportunity that has been to me to present my thesis proposal with the title Students' Perception Toward E-Learning During COVID-19 Pandemic in English Study Program Jambi University. In this proposal, I have 3 chapters. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 2, Review and Related Literature. And then Chapter 3, Methodology. Now, I'm going to Chapter 1, Background of the Study. Nowadays, a virus known as coronavirus 2019 or COVID-19 has become a severe and ongoing problem in more than 200 countries and then in worldwide. And then according to Ministry of Health 2020, COVID-19 is a virus that initially surfaced in Wuhan, China, and then this virus has spread globally, including in Indonesia. And we know that in the last year, this virus has spread very quickly throughout the world, one of which is Indonesia. And the impact of the COVID-19 in Indonesia has begun to apply to the world of education. And the central and regional governments have provided to close all educational institutions. Hopefully, it can minimize the spread of the COVID-19 disease. So, because of the issuance of these policies, education systems has changed in the world and is highly affected. Many countries have closed their educational institutions due to the current situation requiring quarantine. Many schools, colleges, and then universities move towards e-learning because during this COVID-19 pandemic, e-learning is the best choice for education. According to Nasir et al., e-learning may help students reduce study gap to plan an alternative learning methodology during COVID-19. So, e-learning is recognized as a tool in the learning process in most international universities around the world. But in Indonesia, not all students know what are learning systems through e-learning, and which has become a new thing and need adaptation in Indonesia. In this situation, motivations in e-learning must be increased to change the perception that e-learning is challenging to apply in universities. One of the university in Indonesia, Jambi University, has implemented distance learning using e-learning because e-learning is a become promising solution for the university, which is now in this situation. One of the faculty in Jambi University English study program, they use various media and platforms such as Zoom, Edmodo, Google Classroom, and then WhatsApp and other various media to support the implementation of online learning. Based on the background of the study, the researchers' interest in delving into students' perception after experiencing the learning process through e-learning, and then the researchers want to know students are still learning well or not through e-learning. Next, research question. Research question for this study is, what are the students' perception toward e-learning during COVID-19 pandemic? And then research purpose. Purpose of this study is to investigate students' perception of e-learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Significance of the study. Significance of the study are contained in both theoretical and then practical. First, theoretical. The study will support exciting belief on using e-learning in the learning process, and then practically it will benefit for lecturers and then also for students. For lecturers, it is hoped that this study can give inspiration or idea to lecture in the teaching process through e-learning, and then for students, they can use e-learning to learn the material even though in the distance, and then they can use e-learning as a medium for learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Limitation of the research. In this research, the researcher will limit this problem, especially to explore the students' perception toward e-learning at the time the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. The study subject is student in class R001, each batch 2018, 2019, and then 2020 at the Jambi University of English Study Program. Definition of the terms. First, perception. According to Sarkol 2016, perception is cognitive process used to interpret, understand, and recognize object or event with a specific meaning and confident expectation. And then e-learning. According to Dahia et al., e-learning is information or communication technology that can enable students to carry out the learning process anytime and then anywhere. And then last, COVID-19 pandemic. According to Ministry of Health 2020, COVID-19 is a virus that initially surfaced in Wuhan, China, and then this virus has quickly spread throughout the world, including in Indonesia. And then chapter 2, review and related literature. In here I have perception. Perception divided into 3. First, the definition of perception, and then the second one, process of perception, and then the last, factors affecting perception. And then e-learning divided into 4. First, the definition of e-learning, and the second, e-learning approach, and then the last one, benefits of e-learning, and then the last, advantage and disadvantage of e-learning. And then COVID-19, the definition of some expert. And then the next, previous research. First, from Mulyani 2020, the title is Students' Perception and Motivation Toward English E-Learning During the COVID-19 Pandemic. And this research conducted questionnaire and then interviews. And then data collection in this research were 64 10th graders at Senior High School 1 who participated. And then the findings of this study were given descriptively to reveal the students' perception and motivation in comprehensive. And then the study found e-learning gets a positive perception because it is flexible and then effective. The second, from Cakrawati 2017, with the title Students' Perception of the Use of Online Learning Platform in EFL Classroom. And then in this research involved 40 participants, consist of junior and senior high school. And then this research conducted questionnaire and also interview. Data collection in this research analyzed with a mixed method approach. And then the result of this study, the most participants consider Edmodo or Quivers used in English teaching and learning as efficient and also effective in terms of time. And then most participants agree that the e-learning or online learning platforms could help them practice language skill, acquire new vocabularies, and then improve their perception of the lessons content. The last, conducted by Muin and Amelia 2018, with the title Unraveling English Department Students' Perception of Using E-Learning. In this research, focus on English Department of Lambung Mangkurat University. And then this research conducted qualitative method. using a questionnaire and also interview. And then the result of this research show that e-learning program supports students in learning English. And moreover, from their perception of the independence assessment, the students gave a good response. And the last chapter 3, methodology. First, research design. For research design, in this research, the researcher used descriptive quantitative research design based on survey method through questionnaires. And why the researcher used descriptive quantitative? Because the study seeks to analyze and explain students' perception of e-learning during the COVID-19 pandemic in the English study program Jambi University, descriptively and supported by percentage numbers. And in addition, this study used descriptive surveys as a data collection method because it is suitable and aims to describe the condition of the population. And then population in this study is English department students at the University of Jambi, and the total of population is 364. And then the sample in this research, the researcher will use non-probability sampling such as purposive sampling, and the researcher chose R001 class each batch of 2018, 2019, and then 2020. So to get the sample using purposive sampling, the researchers took one class R001 as a representative of each batch based on the researcher's decision to reduce the scope of the research subject and consider several classes between batch. And then data collection method. In this research, the researcher used online survey with using Google Form to distribute the questionnaires and then instrument. In this research, the researcher used questionnaires adapted from Mulyani and was being customized. And the questionnaire in this study consists of 10 close-ended questions. And then next, validity and reliability. First, validity. In this research, the researchers conduct the validity test before the instrument use, and then the researcher use a Likert scale to get information from participants. And then next, reliability. In this research, the reliability test in this research was tested for other students on different class who did not fill out the following questionnaire. And then the last, data analysis method. First, the researchers collected the questionnaires from the students, and then the results from questionnaires were tabulated in Microsoft Office Excel. And then after that, the researchers look for frequency percentage and then the mean of score of the questionnaire by using SPSS 25. And then the last one, the mean score compared with the interpretation of the mean score. And then the last, after that, the researchers conclude the students' response. And then I think that's all from me for my presentation. Sorry for any mistakes, and then I say thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.